Here we go. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to regular session for Wednesday, June 25th. I will call the meeting to order at 5:15. Would you all please rise and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Again, thank you for joining us. Mr. Zerlo, would you please conduct a roll call?
Certainly. Mr. Castine. Mr. Mazzaio.
Here.
Mr. Hall.
Here.
Mr. Henry.
Here.
Mr. Lemoy.
Here.
Mr. Kretzer and Mr. Courier are excused this evening. Mr. Randall.
Here.
Mr. Timmons.
Here.
Ms. Waldron.
Here.
You have a quorum, sir.
Very good, thank you. All legislators have received a copy of the minutes for the June 11th meeting. If there are no additions, deletions, corrections, I will take a motion to accept the motion by Legislator Hall, second by Legislator Randall. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. I will now recognize anybody in the audience that wishes to address the legislature. Is there anyone here this evening that would like to speak? Going once. Going twice. Going three times. Seeing no one. We'll go to committee reports. I'll call upon the chairman of each committee in alphabetical order by committee, starting with Buildings and Grounds, Legislator Lamont.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The Building and Grounds Committee has not met since our last regular session. I did speak to the superintendent and got an update that the old windows in the county courthouse building are doing extremely well. About 2/3 of the windows are installed. Additionally, noted once all the exterior work is done, they'll move inside and do all the interior trim. The highway ventilation system project is complete, and inspection and startup for that was scheduled for yesterday. And our next Building and Grounds Committee meeting is tentatively scheduled for Monday, July 14th at 4 p.m. And our committee is also requesting waiving Rule 13.2 to add Resolution 479 to the agenda based on polling our committees.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Children and Family Services, you have that?
I do, sir. On behalf of Legislator Courier, the Children and Family Services Committee has not met since the last regular session. And the next Children and Family Services Committee meeting is tentatively scheduled for Tuesday, July 1st at 5 p.m. End of report.
Thank you very much. Economic Development, Legislator Waldron.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, the Economic Development and County Operations Committee meeting has not met since the last regular session. The next Economic Development and County Operations Committee meeting is tentatively scheduled for Wednesday, July 16th at 3 p.m. End of report.
Thank you. Finance, Legislator Timmons.
Yes, the Finance Committee has not met since the last regular session. Resolutions 458 and 459 have been pulled and placed on the agenda based on the committee's recommendation. The next Finance Committee meeting is tentatively scheduled for Wednesday of July.
I believe we might have canceled that.
Yes, there was nothing going to be on for July, so it won't be until I believe August 6th is going to be the next.
So the July 2nd Finance Committee canceled.
That just went out yesterday.
No, August 6th.
I think it's August 6th.
August 6th. Okay, good. Health Committee, Legislator Zada.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, thank you. The Health Committee has not met since the last regular session. The next Health Committee meeting is tentatively scheduled for Wednesday, July 2nd at 4 p.m. And to report on another note, I did attend this past Saturday the Adaptive Kayak Launch grand opening. If you remember, not this year, but last year, I fought hard for tobacco money to make sure to get enough for them. They were very appreciative. It went great. They showed us how it worked. And a lot of disabled people will be able to kayak, which is pretty awesome. So, just a little update.
Thank you. Human Services Committee, Legislator Randall.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The Human Services Committee has not met since the last regular session. I am pleased to announce, however, the approval of the sale of the Clinton County Nursing Home by the New York State Public Health and Health Plan Council. Ms. Keller will be working with the new owners to facilitate any closing in the future. The Personnel Department will also be providing information sessions at the nursing home to facilitate employment options. The next Human Services Committee meeting is tentatively scheduled for Tuesday, July 1st at 4:15 p.m.
Thank you. Personnel Committee, the Personnel Committee has not met since the last regular session. The next Personnel Committee meeting is tentatively scheduled for Tuesday, July 8th at 5 p.m. And Plattsburgh International Airport, Legislative Hall.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Plattsburgh International Airport Committee met earlier. Chris Craig, the airport director, discussed several resolutions, including authorizing a lease agreement with Plane Masters Ltd. and awarding requests for proposals for RFPs for airport jet bridge maintenance and repair contract, as well as several leases, including CNS Engineering Incorporated and Ajobi Wajeki LLC. Resolutions 460 through 471 have been placed on the agenda upon the committee's recommendation. The next Plattsburgh International Airport Committee meeting is tentatively scheduled for Wednesday, July 16th at 4 p.m. End of report.
Thank you very much. Public Safety Committee, Legislator Castine.
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman, the Public Safety Committee has not met since the last regular session. The next Public Safety Committee meeting is tentatively scheduled for Tuesday, July 8th at 4 p.m. End of report.
Very good, thank you. Transportation Committee, do you have that one?
I do, sir. I do.
On behalf of Legislator Kretzer, the Transportation Committee has not met since the last regular session. However, resolutions 472 and 473 have been pulled and placed on the agenda based on the committee's recommendation. The next Transportation Committee meeting is tentatively scheduled for Monday, July 14th at 5:15 p.m.
Very good, thank you. Liaison reports, Legislator Lemoyne.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The Board of Health recently met on June 16th at 7 p.m. Clinton County Health Department fine schedule is distributed for discussion among members. New York State Vaccines for Children program did a site visit, provided a number of suggestions for the department. Clinton County continues to be rabies-free. And May 23rd, Clinton County's first municipal level food waste collection program was started in Champlain. And Shazy students received some lessons in kayaking with the help of a grant made available after the health and wellness policies were updated with help from our Clinton County Health Department. Thank you.
Very good, thank you. Chamber of Commerce, I don't believe there's a report for that. No report. Clinton Community College, Legislator Walton.
Just that, the feasibility study unveiling will happen on Monday at the college.
So yeah, that's the IDA meeting that you folks are all invited to attend. 12 o'clock at the college. At the Moore Building.
Community Service, Legislator Castine.
No report at this time, sir.
Thank you. Cooperative Extension, Legislator Timmons.
Yeah, I do have a few things. So financially, we've picked up a few nice add-ons to our budget. We received $5,800 for Climate Stewards Fund to kickstart a program for them. 4-H received $3,500 in donation towards a robotics club. Master Gardeners and Garden Advice raised $7,000 for educational outreach at the plant sale that they do every year. And Chapel Hill Foundation, which year after year has continually supported us, the horticultural programs for seniors and youth with a $15,800 donation, which has been multiple years, thank God for them. Fair Week is going to be starting July 5th for the 4-H with a static exhibit judging. If you want to take a tour through their 4-H building on that Saturday, it's fun to see their exhibits. Tia Leggy worked out with Roast, North Country Chamber of Commerce, Rolf's Orchard, Adirondack Harvest, and I Love New York to host the agritourism regional networking event that went well. And our SNAP educators are starting to reach out and hit lots of groups showing how to eat healthy and affordable. I got to say that they did a small thing at our meeting last night, showing how much sugar is in a can of soda and how much
Not enough.
and how much fat is in a burger and fry. And I don't know if I'll ever eat or drink any of them again.
Really?
Oh,
Don't tell me.
You don't want to
I
know.
don't run it from you.
You really don't. The amount of fat that's in a burger and fries,
Hey.
you don't want to know. And the,
Hey, small business is depending on that.
Yours included.
That's not a push towards Mr. Morris at meats. Nothing to do with that. And our tour is set for September 12th, which is a Friday. So it's I think 80% sure that that's the date. They're gonna reach out and check with Shannon and planning department for busing and that type of thing, but if you wanna put that date on your schedules, that is the go-to right now.
Very good, thank you, sir. Grievance. The grievance committee is scheduled to meet on Thursday, July 10th at 10 a.m. July 10th, 10 a.m. Grievance committee.
Regarding what department?
Jail.
Jail, yes. Yeah.
You make sure Josh and
Did you get that, Ron?
Francis know that, because they're not here.
Yes.
Intercounty. Legislator Randall.
Thank you, Chairman. Last meeting was in April, our next meeting will be tomorrow, so it's gonna be in Herkimer County. I'll be leaving about 6:30 in the morning to head there. They have planned one for also in July, which will be in Hamilton County on July 24th, so I'll update you after I come out.
Okay, very good. LCLG Regional Planning Board, Legislator Randall.
I have no.
Okay. Soil and Water, Legislators Mazzio and Ordinance.
Yeah, I've got a small update. We had a meeting last Thursday. So our district technicians have been busy hydroseeding roadsides for towns, trapping ash borer beetles, still to see what's going on with them, water testing local streams and assisting farmers with soil testing. We've done the 3 tire recycling dates now at Scholar Falls, Peru, and Champlain. We've collected a total of 2,600 tires that we've gotten hopefully, off out of ditches and waterways instead of landing there. The state is close to executing the ash tree contract. Hopefully that's going to be soon. We've already started marking trees with one of our technicians and getting ready for that. The 2025-26 state budget has increased the Environmental Protection Fund by $25 million, which many direct benefits to soil and water districts will happen. The AEM program was submitted by us with a request for $300,000 for technical assistance, $315,000 for implementation of best management practices on Clinton County farms. That's a 3-year contract. And the Champlain Waste Shed Improvement Coalition of New York was awarded the LCLC Regional Planning Board $900,000 to support new watershed coordination position and projects on New York side of Lake Champlain. So all good stuff.
Legislator Simmons, what is the process for a citizen or private business to contact the ash to get looked at for ash?
So that it's only going to actually be Rouse's Points and the city of Plattsburgh. It's all based off of financial, whether you meet credentials on financial lowness, whether you're able to go into it. So I know that the city of Plattsburgh, Champlain, and I think Rouse's Point right now are the only 3 areas.
Yep, 3.
That we're able to actually do.
And it's for
It is.
privately owned property.
It is, so this will be one thing, typically it'll only be along roadsides, but this will be if it's a private tree that could come down into a road or a park road right away path, they can, in those areas, they would be able to, call Pete and have them go take a look at it. So it's not often that the grant money from the state can be used on private, but in this instance, it will be able to be used for that.
Thank you.
Can they contact me to keep me up to date a little bit?
I can have Pete do that, yeah. Yeah, I know she's out marking, the technician's marking trees, he said, in that area right now, so. But, yeah, I'll have Pete, your email and have him send it to you.
Does the town of Champlain have a hit person that's overseeing that, like the DPW person, or,
I think the supervisor is who Pete's been in contact with, because he is working with somebody out there.
I'm guessing it's Supervisor Trump.
That would make sense. Anything further on that?
No.
Staff reports, Ms. Keller.
I would like to request an executive session on
2 matters relating to litigation and 1 matter relating to the contract for the sale of real property. And I also wanted to report, I think Mr. Zerlo will give some more information, but I've begun working with the Water District attorney for the town of Schuyler Falls to get the Sand Road Water District established. He's preparing a petition, and there's going to be an informational meeting for residents on July 16th.
Yeah, so we have made considerable progress on the town of Schuyler Falls water line. We've been talking about it for, I don't know, 2.5 years now. But I believe we finally have a path forward. Our engineers will be presenting at a public meeting on the 16th of July in the town of Schuyler Falls. And prior to that, there'll be public outreach to make sure people come to that meeting and know the benefits of this water line. You recall that we received a $5 million state grant, federal grant through the state to do this. Prior to that, this was going to be county expense, split 100%, 50-50 with Casella. Even though neither party has, we entered under our own volition a consent order with DEC, so we could control the dialogue of where we end up. But right now it's all good. I will tell you that the expense to Clinton County that we're splitting 50-50 with the company is a 5-year expense. In years 1, 2, and 3, it's around $34,000, so $16,000 for us, $16,000, $17,000 for Casella. Year 4, it goes down to $10,000, and year 5, it goes down to $5,000. Why are there costs? Because we want to make it, if we did not kick in and lower the EDU charge for that small portion of Schuyler Falls, no one would have created the water district because it would have been cost prohibitive. So we believe that if we do this, we don't know this for 100% certainty, but probably after year 5 or so, the town may consider consolidation between their new rejuvenized Morrisonville district with this new Sand Road district. So keep in mind, we raise no money. This would come out of the landfill fund balance. So we would not raise tax levy dollars. This is money that we get in revenue for leasing the facility to sell it. So I think this is very positive. I was certainly at a couple points during this discussion nervous as to whether this line was ever going to get built, but I believe we have a path forward, and I'm sure it's going to be beneficial to the county, number one, but also the residents of the newly created town of Schuyler Falls. I'd be happy to answer any questions, but this is a lot of pain and suffering, but I believe we have a path forward here. So Mr. Randall, who's been part of most of the discussions, I believe we're at a positive place now, it seems. Okay.
Mike, I have a question. Do the residents, will they start paying a water bill, or are they getting this water for at no charge?
They will pay a water bill in year 6.
Year 6.
That is some of the assistance we're giving them. The capital contribution is also 0 because the capital contribution is coming from the grant. The other expense is the Morrisonville district water charge. If you recall, we are hooking on, without the Morrisonville district, our district it doesn't happen, right? So we need to connect to the Morrisonville district. So there is a charge with connecting to the Morrisonville district that we and the company are participating in for 5 years in a decreasing value. So the goal is to try to, the goal is to try to make it a very, very positive thing in the beginning, and when we're done, this is the very positive point, even when we're done, I believe the cost to the EDU, to the dwelling unit, will be less, just a little bit less than the other water district within that same town. So very apples to apples. We think it's a good solution.
Okay, anything else?
Yeah, if there's no questions on that, one other section is, I would also like to participate in executive session to discuss a matter of a particular employee.
Is that the one I was notified about?
That is the one you will be talking about, yes.
Very good. Then I don't have to do that. All right, anything further? Just before we go to the resolution, I just want to let you know, on behalf of the legislature, myself, Molly Ryan, and our Commissioner of Social Services, Castine Peters, this morning at about, 11 o'clock, I think it was at a press conference with the YMCA, regarding the YMCA. The Speaker of the Assembly, Mr. Carl Hasty, was up here along with our Assemblyman, Billy Jones, to announce at the YMCA that the Speaker is providing an additional, and Assemblyman Jones providing an additional $1.5 million for the YMCA project. I think I'm right that initially, like a year ago, they had provided $3 million for the YMCA project. They, this morning, announced an additional $1.5 million, bringing it to $4.5 for the YMCA project at the old CDPH Wellness Center out on Arizona, right there. So that's, we were there for that, and that's a good thing. So we represented you on that, and
Chairman, I think it's prudent, so we're not throwing everybody off here. Chairman knows about it, but when we get to resolution 459, we're going to go out of order and move to resolution number 472, because resolution 472 needs to be passed. Resolution 459 talks about resolution 472, so we need to pass that one first. So it's just a numbering thing, but we do need to go out of order when we get to resolution 459.
very good. Before voting on a resolution, I want to note that the majority of the resolutions have been thoroughly discussed by the appropriate committees, and the legislature is taking action tonight based primarily on the recommendation of those committees. Mr. Zerlo, would you please read the titles of the resolutions to be acted upon?
Certainly. Resolution number 458, authorizing the Deputy County Treasurer to increase the capital project title, rehabilitation of runway 1735 lighting, and reconstruction of airfield guidance signage construction, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, legislator Timmons. Second, legislator Hall. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Carried. We will jump ahead, as Michael said, to resolution 472. At this point.
Resolution number 472, amending resolution number 518, dated June 12, 2024, titled authorizing section 5311 Federal Transit Administration Formula Grant for Rural Areas Program Acceptance for Capital Assistance, Clinton County Public Transit.
Motion, legislator Lemoyne. Second, legislator Bizzaio. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Carried. We will now proceed back to resolution 459.
Resolution number 459, authorizing the Deputy County Treasurer to increase appropriation and corresponding revenue for the Clinton County Public Transit Program, Planning Department.
Motion, legislator Timmons. Second, legislator Waldron. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution number 460, authorizing the purchasing agent to solicit a request for proposals for parking management operation services, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, legislator Hall. Second, legislator Bizzaio. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 461, awarding bid for the de-icing pad and fluid collection system, Phase 1, construction project, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, legislator Hall. Second, legislator Waldron. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution number 462, authorizing memorandum of understanding with Avlight Corporation, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, legislator Hall, second, legislator Timmons. Discussion.
Just to remind everybody, this codifies the discussion we had on this topic 2 weeks ago. So this is actual, authorizes auditing the pay bill.
Any further questions? Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walton?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution number 463, authorizing contract amendment with Rapiscan Systems Incorporated, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, legislator Hall, second, legislator Pizzaio. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walton?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution number 464, authorizing lease agreement with CNS Engineers Incorporated, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, legislator Hall, second, legislator Timmons. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walton?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution number 465, authorizing lease agreement with Plain Masters Limited, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, legislator Hall, second, legislator Waldron. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walton?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution number 466, authorizing lease agreement with Alyobi Laheki, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, legislator Hall, second, legislator Pizzaio. Discussion.
I will say under discussion, this resolution, the previous resolution, are both taking portions of Nose Dock 1. And those two revenues combined exceed what we were previously receiving by the previous air carrier, cargo carrier, that previously rented Nose Dock 1. So that this is a positive dynamic.
And with still some space to rent.
And there's still 1/3 of that hangar to be leased, available to be leased.
Any further questions? Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walton?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution number 467, authorizing agreement with Champlain Valley Educational Services, Clinton, Essex, Warren, Washington, BOCES, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, legislator Hall, second, legislator Timmons. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walton?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution number 468, authorizing contract with Cummins Incorporated, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, legislator Hall, second, legislator Waldron. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walton?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 469, awarding requests for proposals for airport jet bridge maintenance and repair contract, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, legislator Hall, second, legislator Pizzaio. Discussion.
Yeah, I just have a quick thing. Mike, should we note that the pricing on the economy side is not correct? Because the information we got with the rest of the package before the meeting.
Correct. I
was-
think it's
It's a 4 times price, not a single price
That
for
is-
the 23,000?
Correct. So, if Chairman, Mr. Timmons, there was a discussion in PIAC as to why this, we're awarding to, when there was this low bid here.
Right, and one of these is only for one instead of four.
Instead of-
Correct. So
Correct.
the economy scales and services needs to be multiplied by 4 to get you the true number.
Yeah.
If you make a motion to amend to include that language, I can make sure that's in the resolution.
Okay, I'll make a motion.
So you have a motion to amend?
Yes.
Second by legislator Hall.
And that's going to reference the fact that economy sales in service bid amount is inaccurate, and we'll explain why.
We have a motion to amend resolution 469, as mentioned by legislator Timmons and Hall. Any further discussion on that? All in favor to amend?
Aye.
Any opposition to amend? Carried. Now we'll go back to resolution 469
As amended.
as amended. Thank you. We got a discussion. Any further on that? Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walton?
Carried. Thank you, Rob.
Resolution number 470, authorizing contract with Lloyd Schwartz, doing business as Lloyd J. Schwartz Protection and Investigation, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, legislator Hall. Second, legislator Timmons. Discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walton?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution number 471, authorizing the airport-wide access gate control and security upgrades, Phase 1 construction project grant application, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, legislator Hall. Second, legislator Waldron. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution number 473, authorizing memorandum of agreement between Lake Champlain, Lake George Regional Planning Board, and County of Clinton Highway Department.
Motion, legislator Randall. Second, legislator Lemoyne. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution number 474, authorizing the deputy county treasurer to decrease capital project title, acquire continuous friction measuring equipment, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, legislator Timmons. Second, legislator Lemoyne. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution number 475, authorizing the deputy county treasurer to decrease appropriation and corresponding revenue for the capital project title, installation of passenger boarding bridge Gate 2, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, legislator Timmons. Second, legislator Randall. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution number 476, authorizing the deputy county treasurer to transfer appropriation and corresponding revenue between various budgets, probation.
Motion, legislator Timmons. Second, legislator Castine. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution number 477, authorizing the deputy county treasurer to reappropriate 2024 funds for various accounts, treasurer's office.
Motion, legislator Timmons. Second, legislator Randall. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution number 478, authorizing the deputy county treasurer to transfer funds from the A unreserved fund balance to reduce the debt issued for the Clinton Community College George Moore Building Project Treasurer's Office.
Motion, legislator Timmons. Second, legislator Waldron. Discussion.
Again, this will leave, turn our short-term debt into long-term debt. And this will leave the debt service payment to the county right at where it is under the short-term borrowing, just like it was under the short-term borrowing. So I believe this was a good compromise and still allows us to potentially receive some money to assist us with the project.
Any further discussion, comment? Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried. I need, two or three? Two. I need waive rule 13.2 for two items, upcoming items here, for a building project and for legal representation. May I have a motion? Motion by legislator Hall, second by legislator Randall. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Carried. We'll be going to resolution 479, Mr. Earl.
Resolution number 479, amending resolution 239 dated March 27, 2024, titled awarding bid for the government center brick rehabilitation project, buildings and grounds.
Motion by legislator Lemoyne, second by legislator Bazzaio. Any discussion?
Yes, Chairman, and Chairman Lemoy, and Mr. Bazzaio, who we give credit for this project. So we did our final walkthrough and found things that the contractor still needed to come back and do. That being said, we also found things that happened since the project was done. Some effervescence that poured through the building that we'd like to get cleaned up. And we found some additional chips in the brick that we will get fixed up. So what this resolution does is amend the contract with Bristol Masonry to finally complete that project and to pay for that additional $9,500. We would be tapping the contingency budget, which is the bottom of that resolution.
Paul, wasn't that also because they're already here and they won't go and have to come back?
Yeah, they're finishing up punch list items, and while they're here.
So as long as they're here.
They would do this, and we wouldn't incur another.
I think if they they just did the punch list items, you as legislators were still wondered why some of the stuff wasn't complete, and it wasn't their fault.
And if you did it later on, you'd pay for another mobilization.
Correct.
Oh, to come back and
They'll
tell
do
us.
it while they're here.
Yeah, if you could get them back this year. Okay, good. Anything further to that?
That's perfect. That's a very economical price to finish up the things that weren't part of it.
Considering the other bids were almost twice that. So,
Yeah. Yeah. Originally, it was supposed to cost $2 million, remember?
Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Chairman, before we go to the next resolution, Jackie, would you like to talk about this in executive session prior to the passing of the resolution? Or are you comfortable talking publicly about it?
Yeah, I can talk publicly about it.
So then we'll do the resolution, Chairman.
Okay.
So,
Go
ahead.
I'm sorry. Resolution number 480, authorizing contract with Fisher, Bissett, Muldowney, and McCardle LLP, Legislature.
I need a motion and a second. Motion by legislator Timmons, second by legislator Pizzato. Any discussion?
So, yes, last week, Article 78 action was filed against the city of Plattsburgh and the County Civil Service Department relating to the city of Plattsburgh's appointment of a new police chief. The Civil Service Department was named because the action contends that the new police chief was not eligible to be appointed, and therefore your Civil Service Director should not have appointed him. In my opinion, that is a totally baseless case because her duty is to look at the civil service law to see if this person qualifies to be appointed. So there's more things going on, but both myself and Gary Favreau have conflicts that will not allow us to represent the county in this matter. So I reached out to the Fisher, Bissett, Muldowney, and McCardle law firm in Malone. They do a ton of municipal work up there. They do very good work, and they have agreed to represent the county's interest in this matter at a discounted municipal rate of $300 an hour. So in order, we've got a deadline for a filing in, I think, 14 days, and so in order to have them get on board, we wanted to put it on tonight, so that if you're in approval, they can get to work.
Any questions, discussion?
I will just, sorry, David.
No, go ahead.
I will just say that obviously there's our county attorney, Jackie, and our deputy have close relationships, with the other party involved here, so that was a non-starter. Jackie did also check with several Clinton County attorneys who were also conflicted in this matter, so that's why we went to our neighboring county.
David?
Who filed the suit against us? That now or is that after the?
Yeah, it's public. The plaintiff is Joan M. Jansen.
An employee that works there.
I believe, I have no idea who she is. I believe she's probably a resident of the city of Plattsburgh.
I believe this is one of those that they just needed to find somebody of standing to participate in that lawsuit.
Anything further? Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Just roll call.
It is, sir.
It is roll call.
Should
Roll call.
should I abstain from this?
I don't believe you are required to abstain.
Double check.
Roll call.
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried.
All right. I thought you had another question.
No, she was voting.
Okay, very good. Carried. All right. Nothing more on resolutions or 13.2s. I will take a motion to enter into executive session. Motion by legislator Silas, second by legislator Lemoyne. Any discussion on the executive session? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. We are going to go into executive session. Thank you. Okay, we're back in regular session.
Resolution number 481, appointing Christine G. Peters to County Administrator.
Legislator Hall,
5-5.
5-4.
5-4.
Well, no, what we got, 4-4 tonight, right? Okay, Legislator Hall, 4-4.
Yes, sir.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Anything further to come before the legislature? I'd accept the motion to adjourn. Motion by Legislator Hall, second by Legislator Waldron. Any discussion on adjournment? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. We're adjourned. Thank you all very much.